All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this is Dylan's weekly swing trade pick video. Very fun and exciting.
Yes, sir. I got stopped out of X it went 5 cents past my stop loss. You got to be kidding me. And it is up $6 since that point. So if y'all are making money on that, subscribe or something, please, to make me happy in any way, because I'm not making any money on it.
Yeah,
I didn't lose money, but I did stop out.
yeah, that happens unfortunately. But as you've seen in other trades you've had this year, when you break your rules is when you really get in trouble.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Yeah,
I technically made $15. That doesn't really count. So.
Yeah. We'll link Dylan's how to swing trade video up above, so you can kind of see Dylan's rules.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, Dylan's some of his picks for the week. All very some of these are kind of familiar with me actually. I've been looking at PENN a little bit and Rocket as well.
Yeah.
Peloton. Don't forget this channel is called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. We're just a couple average guys doing some self-directed investing. By all means, join us on this little pathway, but we're really here to educate and entertain more than anything else. Any trades you enter will be at your own risk. So, you very well can and lose money when you swing trade. That's for sure. Dylan breaks these trades down to a couple different risk tiers here to kind of give you a little guidance about how likely he thinks they are to happen, and also what the downside potential was based on where his stop loss point is on the graph. So IPOE, that's not power over Ethernet, is it?
No. And I'm not necessarily swinging this one. It's called Social Capital Hido Sophia Holdings. Yeah. Basically, during the whole spot craze, you familiar with SoFi, Vinny?
Yeah, I've got a loan quote from them before.
See, there you go. So there was a delay in the merger, as also all the SPACs were kind of dying too. So it did not do well. As of Friday, it looks like it is back on track to be, finalized. So it could be a huge deal. I was looking at it. If it does happen, I do think the price right now is low for SoFi. So could be interesting.
Yeah, I know. I think someone called into Mad Money with it recently, and Jim Cramer's take was basically just wait until the ticker symbol changes to SoFi before.
Probably should wait.
Yeah, he was like, SoFi you buy. He's like, IPOE. He's like, not yet. But either way, it's Jim Cramer. So AES, you can trade actually, did you want to close the graph on IPOE or no?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. So you can swing trade a utility? That's crazy to me.
I was going through my checklist. This never ever works, but honestly, I was looking on it, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 10% or more swings in the last 3 months.
Wow.
And then a big 50% swing here. So I'm very shocked as well.
Yeah, that's insane. That you don't usually see utilities that are that volatile.
Yeah, it is pretty odd. So here is AES. Obviously, down here is at $20. Up here, we're looking at about $29. So pretty big there. But we are in this range of here to here. So we keep on going back and forth, right? It looks like we're putting in a solid bottom after they reported earnings. They didn't do as well as they were hoping, but they did come back on solid above volume, and their RSI is around 30.
Yeah.
So it is a pretty, the stop loss would be loss of the low of this candle, depending on what happens Monday. But, I might try to ride this up to here. Decent swing.
Yeah. What's the spread there as far as number of points?
You mean the price here?
Yeah, from what would be your top of the channel to the stop loss, basically?
So top of the channel, I always sell a little bit early in case it has that's not a great candle at the top of something. But basically, if it hits 28.50, which is here, which is a little bit under the top of the channel, I'm going to sell at least half of my position. And then I let the rest ride. I would put the stop loss pretty much at the 100 SMA. So it'd still be above where I'd buy it, depending on what happens Monday.
Nice. All right. Penn National Gaming. I know that they recently reported earnings and that their growth was good. They had like, I think, what was it, almost 300 and something percent growth in revenue and like 170% growth in kind of net income there, but their guidance was not great, right? Isn't that like the story there?
Yeah, the guidance wasn't as awesome as they were hoping. But your chart's looking pretty solid. So this is another 200 SMA bounce. This is my favorite one. But it looks like we would have limited downside here if you set your stop loss correctly in your risk management. So if you want to go to the chart real quick, this is kind of the earnings went below, but shoved right back up above the 200 SMA, which is this line. Then we put in a nice hammer. So these are two great things that you want to see when you're at a level of support, because that means sellers are trying to sell the stock and buyers are winning the battle and shooting it back up. Now you're going to have pressure from these kind of downward moving averages. So that's why my stop loss would be, what is this, 80-25. So, probably 80-20. If it goes lower than that, I'm not in it. I'm going to take a hefty partial at 1 R, so that would be 93-ish. And then I'm setting it to stop even, break even.
Nice.
So,
I think I misspoke. I think that was Rocket Company was the one that had like the really solid...
Rocket is the one that had the incredible growth, like ridiculous growth, but lowered the guidance.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were saying rising interest rate environment, so they think that's going to help decrease the demand for mortgages and refinancing and things like that.
Yeah, so Rocket's my high risk pick here, okay, guys, because obviously, we had this insane thing happen here, but this bad boy is still in tank mode. Its RSI is like, what is this? 25. That's pretty low. Like, that's really low. Let me get rid of that huge gap. There we go. So its RSI is all the way down here. It is still in tank mode. So I wouldn't take this yet. Ignore these lines. These are MACD lines. But as you can see, it's getting really oversold. I don't, their numbers were pretty solid, to be honest, on their earnings report.
Yeah.
They did lower the guidance for the next quarter, not by, 25% of their market cap, though. So I'm waiting for this to bottom. I'm waiting to see a hammer or, just a doji at a bottom, and then I'll get in it. But obviously you can't really take this until we know where the bottom is, because we have no price support here. Like we got nothing back here of when this is going to be here. Other than this one candle, which is 1783.
I mean, I know that like when they had that whole short squeeze, that the short flow was up to like 30-40%, and I think it's only like 10% right now. Is that what you have seen as well, as far as like their short interest?
Yeah. The short interest has decreased quite a bit.
Yeah, a little more reasonable, I guess. All right, and then Peloton. This is interesting. They had a nice 5% bounce after their earnings there this week.
Yeah, well, just wait. So I think Kathy Woods was accumulating this at a pretty high percentage when it was like 98. So I wonder how their stock is doing. But essentially, everyone heard. Here, you can go to the chart. Everyone heard. They're recalling like 125,000 treadmills, or a lot of treadmills, because of a child death. I don't want to get political or anything like that, so that's entirely up to them. They tanked here. We then had a little bit of a recovery, but we're still in tank mode on increasing volume. So this is still another one where we have to find where the actual bottom is. And the last support, it wasn't. There's not really like a strong one. There's a little bit here at 78, but that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else convincing around that level, because the chart just kind of stops here. So.
That's crazy. I'm just waiting for the for Apple to introduce the Apple Bike, and then
that's not going to help them.
Yeah, no, there's no confirmed stories about that. But like I could see it as being the perfect Apple market, where it's integration of hardware, software, and a service that's like their dream. It's an aspirational product, that Apple has the same kind of brand identity, I guess, or quality that
well, Amazon
does.
has one too. Amazon is releasing a bike apparently, right?
Yeah, Apple has some integration with Schwinn electric bikes, I think, right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to release their own.
Yeah, jeez.
Just kind of seeing what's going on there, but yeah, you've been doing pretty well with your swing trade picks, though.
Yeah, if only I had allotted more of my stock account. Me and Vinny, we showed what we have in our account. I was at like 60,000. I'm down to 44 because only 10% of my account is swing, and 15% of my account is swing, and 20% or 85% of my account's long on Fubo and PLTR. And I was doing the math. I'm like, man, this sucks. And I'm at 44, and I looked at all my trades. I should be at 35 if I hadn't been doing all these swings. So this is really keeping me afloat here. I wish I had allotted more money for swing trading. That was a mistake.
Yeah, it's tough. You got caught in a big sector rotation. You're kind of just like doubled down on those positions. So
yeah.
But yeah.
So for this last guy, I did finally get into PPD. If you Calix. Under the green ongoing is already at 2R. It's already killing it. I ended my position in Bank of America, and I moved WWE over to the didn't set up. It's in a long consolidation right now, so I'm going to stop watching it. And I think I probably missed my entry on DPST, but last week we did do pretty good. Twitter is still just chugging around that average. I like it less now after Snap tanked. I like Snap more. So unfortunately, but yeah, we're doing pretty solid. If you guys are still on X, please subscribe.
Yeah, if you made more money than Dylan did on some of these trades,
I swung X 4 times, and 3 of them I made pretty solid money, and then the 4th one I'm like, I really got to start following my rules, because every time I don't, I get screwed to the nickel. All right, I was stopped out at, I think it was like 21.48. It went down to 21.42, 27.50, just all the way up.
Perfect.
Damn it.
I might have another chance. I wouldn't be surprised if you see another pullback and X there at some point.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, it's such a volatile stock.
Yeah.
But no, sweet. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, have a good one, guys.